Howdy everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's enjoying this Saturday afternoon. It is week 2 of the Premier League and this is United by Juno. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Juno and today we're going to be speaking a bit about Manchester United versus Southampton and some of the ingoings and outgoings of Manchester United. It's been a good transfer window so far. However, for me personally, it's only like a 7 out of 10. There is still a lot that needs to be done. And I was really worried about this in the beginning of the transfer window, especially when the Euros were going on. But obviously, things have been going really well at Manchester United. So we're going to speak a bit about that later in the video. Before we move on, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And thanks for all the support so far, much appreciated. And don't forget to comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want from the channel, maybe what I should speak about a bit more. I'm here for you guys, we can just move together. But anyway, moving on. So on tomorrow at 3, Sunday at 3, Manchester United is going to be playing against Southampton. And last season, Manchester United beat them 9-0. Now, Southampton did have a red card, but 9-0, having a red card is still no excuse to be beaten 9-0. That is just poor game management. So 9-0 we beat them last season. The problem with this first 2 fixtures is that last season, this was like the most goals Manchester United scored in. And last season, Leeds, we scored 6 goals and we scored 9 goals against Southampton. And the problem with that is it's almost like if we do beat Southampton by this large sum of goals, it doesn't tell us much about the season, and it doesn't tell us much about Manchester United this season, because last season we beat him by a large amount of goals. So hopefully we'll learn more about the team tomorrow, but don't get your hopes up. So I think only in the 3rd, 4th game week we're going to really learn about what Manchester United is about this season. I think it's going to be more just a continuation of last season, which wasn't bad. We finished 2nd, made it to a final. We didn't win that final, obviously, but it wasn't bad last season. But obviously we expect improvement this season. If you haven't yet, please go check my video about the managerial improvements that the club needs, that I touch on more what we need more in this season. So if you haven't checked out that video, don't forget to go check that video out as well. But this is not about that. This video is more about the upcoming game tomorrow at 3, Southampton. Yeah, let me just check quickly. Are you playing home or away? So we're playing away tomorrow, our first away game of the season, well, of the Premier League season at least. And I expect to see, in the game last week, it was basically the team from last season. Oliat was trending, like before the game, before balls kick, Oliat was trending. That's disgusting, guys. This fan base needs to be like, just no, like, I can understand, don't agree with the team. A lot of people did not agree with the team, but for Oliat to be trending, that's disgusting, honestly, in my opinion. I tweeted about it, and I wasn't personally happy about that. Like, let them kick a ball first, let the game flow. It was the first game of the season. There was a lot of players that are still trying to get fit. People have been signed still. We're looking to get people out of the club, and the first team sheet, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. The team only trained for a week before that game, really, and it's like people just like overreacted. And at the end of the day, Manchester United won 5-1. It just shows that was an overreaction by the fan base. But anyway, I'm not here to like speak about all that. Anyway, so tomorrow I think the team is going to be Greenwood up front, Sancho on the right, I wouldn't say Sancho, but I think because Oli gave him a number of minutes in the Leeds game, I'm going to go with Sancho on the right. I'm going to go with Martial on the left. Same story, Martial on the left, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer brought him on late in the game, get him a feel. So I think that's going to be the front three. Greenwood at the moment, he's making himself undroppable. Cavani, as far as I know, he is still isolating. Also, I don't think Cavani is match fit. I mean, he's in his age already. Then Bruno's going to be behind him, and I think Pogba and Fred is going to be the two midfielders. Sorry, guys, especially because I think it's going to be the two of them, especially because Southampton, I feel like they're going to sit deep. I mean, they just lost Danny Ings. It shouldn't be too difficult for Pogba and Fred to manage that midfield. And then I think Lindelof is going to play. I know people's going to lose their mind, but I think Lindelof is going to play with Maguire, and I think it's obviously going to be Shaw and Adam Wan-Bissaka. So that's the team that I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to pick. I don't have too much of a problem with that team. I think he's going to play Lindelof, and I think he's going to substitute Varane on hopefully 60 minutes. Get Varane a feel for the Premier League. Let's just see how he deals with everything, and I just think that's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to do. I mean, Lindelof had a really good game, and it's not fair to drop him, but I mean, Varane, come on. Everyone knows, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer himself knows, Varane is a quality guy, quality defender. If you haven't, Manchester United posted the first interview with the guy. He's just speaking about a new challenge, and he's just super ready for this season. And I think he's a brilliant signing, not only on the pitch, but also the guy with his mind. I mean, he's a winner. He's a winner. And for someone like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's been struggling to win a trophy, bringing in somebody that's won 4 Champions Leagues, it's a great move. Anyway, that is all I have to say about the Southampton game. I need to move on to the next part of the video, and that's going to be the ingoings and outgoings of Manchester United with less than 2 weeks left. It's going to be very tough. I know Manchester United is saying, they're coming out and they're saying that they are working on stuff, but basically we shouldn't expect anything. But Manchester United is very good at getting that deadline day deals done. So I won't write him off, because the one thing Manchester United has done well has been deadline day deals. No matter what anybody says, we haven't been good at transfers. We haven't been good at bringing in our first targets. I mean, apart from this transfer window. But one thing I will say is that the deadline day deals it's always been brilliant from Manchester United, and hopefully we can get in that midfield, because it is being reported by Manchester United Evening News that we are looking for a midfielder, but we can only do that if we get rid of players. So there has been some players that's been gone out already. Pereira's gone out. Jesse, obviously, Jesse, actually, let me put a pin in Jesse. Let's rather move on. Brandon Williams, he's going on loan to Norwich. Hopefully he can get some game time there and he can improve so that he can come back and fight for his spot in the first team. Who else? Pellistri has also gone out on loan. So we've got some people gone. Ahmed is in the process of also going out on loan. Hopefully he can get into, he wants to move either to a Bundesliga team or to a Premier League team, so that he can also come back and fight for his spot. You know, he can't go to, he needs to go to something that's similar to the Premier League, and I think the Bundesliga, the Championship, or a Premier League team, that will be brilliant for him. I'm sure he can go to a team like Crystal Palace. He can even go to Norwich with Brandon Williams. He can go to Brighton. There's a lot of teams where Ahmed can go. I mean, if you haven't seen that kid play, he is this close to being ready, and he just needs to go to the right club in order for him to develop into the player that Manchester United need. I honestly think he's going to be a Manchester United player in future. Pellistri as well. Pellistri has surprised me on so many levels, and I really think that yes, they are not what we wanted last season, but they are two good buys, and I really hope that they make it through. They're obviously not academy players, but who cares? Who cares? I mean, they're two brilliant players. Ahmed looks a bit further along than Palestri, um, but Palestri, he looks like he's also talented and he also has something there, in my opinion. Uh, so the window closes on the 30th or the 31st, and like I said, we don't have much time left. And now I want to take that pin out of Jesse Lingard. So a lot is riding on Jesse Lingard actually, because Jesse Lingard, um, he can stay at the club. In my personal opinion, he's better than Dan James, and Dan James gets a lot of game. And I think Jesse Lingard is much better than Dan James. And if he wants to stay at Manchester United and sit on the bench, I'm not going to lose my mind. But we need to thin down the squad in order to build it up in other areas. And our attacking options, it is vast. It is vast. And I won't mind if Jesse Lingard decides to stay, but then Manchester United should be looking to move at least Dan James on. But there's no talk about Dan James, but that is just my opinion. If Jesse stays, I think he's better than Dan James, and Manchester United, if they do decide to keep Jesse Lingard, Dan James needs to move on. One of them needs to move on. But West Ham is interested in Jesse Lingard, and Everton is interested in Jesse Lingard. And I honestly think for him and his career and the World Cup coming up, Jesse Lingard should move to either one of these clubs. I mean, me personally, I think that Everton is the better club. If you look at them, they haven't reached that peak, but they've been really ambitious. But at the same time, West Ham have also been really ambitious, but I just feel like Everton is slightly ahead of them all the time. But David Moyes has done a brilliant job at West Ham, and Jesse Lingard fitted in so well there. So I think either club will be a great fit for Jesse Lingard, and I just think he needs to go. Initially, Manchester United said his price tag at 30 million, which is ridiculous. 30 million with 1 year on the contract for Jesse Lingard is ridiculous, and they have brought it down to 20 million. I think Jesse is a brilliant player, but anything between 18 to 25, I think that's a good price for Jesse, and I think Manchester United's new evaluation of Jesse Lingard is spot on. I think the reason why it was so high, because I think initially Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was trying to see how his squad was forming and everything. So they set Jesse Lingard's price a bit high just to give Manchester United a bit of time. And obviously now that Sancho is come in, he's fitted in smoothly. Rashford should be back in October. Martial is back. Martial's not going anywhere. Greenwood is back, and now I see that Oli has seen that part of the team has formed. I mean, even Edison Cavani, he's back. He's just isolating and he needs to get fit. Now Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has seen that, and Manchester United has seen it, and they've brought it down to what it should be. And I think that is great management from the club. Just managing expectations, managing risk. I think they've dealt with it well, but I really think Jesse Lingard should go for him and his career. And I think that if he leaves, that Jesse Lingard is when he does come back with this new club, he's going to be received so well, because nobody hates him, no fan hates him, nothing like that. And I just think for him, he needs to go. He's a great player. He's just not a Manchester United player, you know. And Manchester United, we aim for the top, and the club is moving in the right direction. And I just think Jesse Lingard he's just off that pace. Unfortunately, he can definitely be a squad player, but I think for him, he needs to go somewhere else, go to a club that's aiming for Europa League. And Everton has been aiming for Europa League every season. That's why I think Everton is a good club for Jesse Lingard, and I just think he'll fit in well there. But obviously, he was on loan at West Ham, and it worked out well there. So either club for me. And yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I educated you guys in some way, you know. I mean, that's the point of these videos. A bit of education, some knowledge that you guys might not know. Um, if there's anything else you guys come across, feel free to DM me either on Twitch or wherever you can find me. And speaking about, you can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. And so my handles for the Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok is JunoPlays_. I also stream on Twitch on a Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. However, I'll be streaming later today due to the fact that tomorrow's my birthday and I won't be able to stream tomorrow. Wish me happy birthday down below in the comments. And my handle for Twitch is JunoPlays_TTV. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to comment down below, as always, much love. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the game versus Southampton. Let's go.